Okay, our last video here. Our last video is going to be covering integrals. Now again, these are just doing some of the basic integral rules. We're not getting into the applications of integrals, anything like that. I really just wanted to put this on here so that way we mechanically have a refresher on how to compute these integrals algebraically. So again, all the rules are here. I'm not going to go over them. They're all written there. You can look at them at your leisure. So what I want you to do, I want you to pause the video here. I want you to try, let's see, which one do we want to do? Let's see. Let's do question B, right? So I want you to pause the video here, do question B, and then when you're ready to get the answer, hit resume. Okay, so question B, we want to compute this integral, so we just need to remember our integral rules. Now, before we compute this integral, I am just going to rewrite it as the integral of e to the power of x plus, and now I'm going to rewrite this square root of x cubed as a fractional exponent. The reason why we do that is because we have our power rule for integrals, so we want all of these expressions written using exponents instead of roots. So this is going to be x to the power of 3/2. And if you need a refresher on how to sort of rewrite these roots as powers, feel free to shoot me a message on Teams. We can go over that. So we have the integral of e to the x plus x to the 3/2 dx. So now we just need to compute each of these separately. So the integral of e to the x is just e to the x. The integral of x to the 3/2, you want to remember what the power rule is for x to a power. You add 1 to the exponent and then divide by that number. So we have x to the 3/2, so we want to add 1. So 3/2 plus 1 is going to be 5/2. So this is going to be x to the 5/2 divided by 5/2. And then if we want to write that a little bit neater, this is e to the power of x. Remember, dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So instead of dividing this by 5/2, we can multiply it by 2/5. So this is going to be e to the x plus 2/5 times x to the 5/2, which we write as 2 times x to the 5/2 divided by 5. And then since we're doing improper integrals, don't forget your plus c. So again, all the integral rules are here. If you have any questions on any of these, please feel free to message me on Teams. Otherwise, this is our last video for the summer assignment. Again, my apologies on these coming out really late. My intention was to have these done a lot sooner, but we'll sort of talk about why that was the case when we return to school in a couple weeks. So enjoy these last couple days of summer. I look forward to seeing all of you in the classroom again very shortly.